I went to a private school. The lawn was perfectly manicured. We were living like, the American dream. One day when I got home from my dance lessons, which I had gone to after my private school, when I had attended my private school, there was a moving van. And I'm like, well, what's the moving van doing? And my dad said, we're leaving. We're leaving. We're leaving. We're not going to live here anymore. And I don't know what happened, none of my business. But you know what? The absolute worst thing that happened ended up being the best thing. Because I learned so much living in trailer parks. I learned so much that I started telling stories about all these characters that live there. And I combined all the stories into my book, Last Chance Trailer Park, and I just want to tell you about a few of them. There's Lucy Fowler. She is the resident manager of Last Chance Trailer Park, and she loves keeping her residents happy. And, there has to be a few rules. Oh, committed relationship. Here's Lucy on my arm. And she's all over my book here. She keeps everybody happy. And her main goal is, of course, they've got to pay their rent. They've got to do their stuff. She's got a few rules to enforce. But the biggest rule is to make sure that the people, the residents, are happy and live in harmony in this beautiful, beautiful trailer park. And she has a lot of help. When she first moved there, she kind of got these little heart-shaped clouds coming over her by the resident manager, Larry. Larry is the maintenance man. He makes sure that everything in Last Chance Trailer Park works, and that's a lot. That is a lot. There's and during the holidays, Halloween, they have to have special meetings about making sure that all the street lights are on, and they've got and all the safety precautions are in line, and they have to have, we got Halloween coming up, and you've got to have we've got to make sure there are no bumps in the sidewalk, and that the trick-or-treaters know exactly which houses to go to, and that some of the elderly folks that live in the Last Chance Trailer Park have help getting their candy together because they don't want to be left out. And that's a real big thing in Last Chance Trailer Park. Nobody getting left out of anything. No matter what it takes, they're going to do what they need to make sure that everybody is happy and is together, and they do it together. And so Halloween comes up, they have, there's a lot goes on with it. So Larry makes sure everything's together. And then another resident is Raul, and he is a yard art artist. A lot of people that look like Raul are yard art themselves. But Raul is a yard art artist, and he's big in my book there. And he makes sure that all the yard art is Halloween related, not just regular flamingos and things like that you normally see as yard art. He makes sure that it's all Halloween related on Halloween. He does the same for every holiday, but you know what? We got Halloween coming up in just a few days, so that's what we're going to be talking about today. Then we have Margot. She is a really hip chick. She attends the middle school right down the road from Last Chance Trailer Park. And her room in her trailer is covered from ceiling to wall to wall to wall to floor with artwork. And she loves Frida as much as I do, as much as I'm sure y'all do. She has pictures of Frida, and she goes to school dressed like Frida. And of course, Halloween, she's going to dress up like Frida, except she's not even really dressing up because she dresses like Frida every day. She's it's like a very slight place in Margot's life between a normal dress-up day, a normal day just going to school, and Halloween. So she has to make sure that she's dressed a little extra for Halloween so they'll know that it's Halloween. So all the places where she goes will know that it's Halloween. And she loves helping the other residents, other children in the park get their costumes together because that's where she thrives. There again, look at our theme going on here. Everybody helps each other out at Last Chance Trailer Park. Then we have Donna, and she's in charge of a lot of stuff. and she works as, they call her a vampire, but she's not really a vampire. She's the person that draws the blood. Can't think of the name, the name, but I bet you we've got, maybe if you has any of you all out there, that person at your hospital or your doctor's lab tech. Lab tech, she goes around and draws the blood at the local hospital, but because she's got so much medical knowledge and hangs around medical stuff so much, if you have a problem, a medical problem, you can go to her and she will help you out. She'll have some little piece of advice, and she'll tell you like when you really need to go to the doctor or when you just need a Band-Aid. And also this is real important, y'all, she can sort out if you're really hurt or if your feelings are hurt. And if your feelings will hurt, she can fix that too. She is just really, really awesome. And of course, she comes really in handy at Halloween because she talks about all the first aid tips for all the children going around the park trick-or-treating. She makes sure, she tries to prevent accidents from happening, just like Larry. So they kind of talk a little and make sure that, you know, everything's good for Halloween. And then we have Bunny. Bunny is the fashionista of Last Chance Trailer Park. Bunny works at an old-fashioned strip shopping center at the Fashion-A-Rama right outside the park. And she has more, her closet is like brimming over, and she has like the coat closet in her trailer, and then she has like an extra room there in the trailer because she has a 3-bedroom over on lot 6. She has her extra room is like her closet because she loves clothes so much. And of course, she's really happy to help out with the costumes for Last Chance Trailer Park. Her and Margot kind of collaborate to make sure, you know, that every costume is just perfect for all the kids that go trick-or-treating. And then we have Papa and RJ. And they sit together all day. No, Papa is not RJ's Papa. He is RJ's best friend. Everybody in the trailer park calls Papa Papa because he's just kind of like builds things and helps people out. And RJ and Papa sit together all day long in Last Chance Trailer Park in Papa's trailer, and they talk about news. They talk about where they want to go to the beach. Papa loves the beach. He just loves to go to the beach. That's like his favorite thing. So he helps plan trips for him and RJ to the beach. He loves building things, and of course this comes in real handy at Last Chance Trailer Park because they always are needing a deck. They're always needing steps fixed. They're always needing like a little gazebo somewhere. The office needs a new awning, and he particularly likes to do it if the person that he's doing it for maybe like really needs help, like an elderly person or something. And they like to do things together. They just have so much fun. And then we have Chad. Chad runs an e-commerce business out of Last Chance Trailer Park. He has all these boxes stacked up outside his trailer every day for Big Al of Bad Transportation. That's Bad Big Al Delivery, the fastest delivery in the whole wide world. And Big Al's problem is when he comes to pick up all the packages, is he goes in Chad's trailer and they talk. And then Big Al will realize, oh my gosh, it's time to go. I've got to go right now if I'm going to load up all these boxes, and the boxes will be on time. But they never talk too long. They know how just the right amount of time to talk because they know that the boxes that Chad sold, the merchandise that Chad sold from his e-commerce business, they got to get there on time, and Big Al Delivery gets it there on time every day. This is my joy telling people about Last Chance Trailer Park. I love it. I love it so much. And I started telling these stories when I go into festivals just like this one, and I would do these animals on towels and on rugs and on just all kinds of things. And people would say, well, tell me about it. And I would just make it up because this is my life. Everything I've told you is a combination of people that I met in these parks growing up. And you know what? The worst thing that ever happens to you is not always, it can turn out to be the best thing. So Always remember that, because that's when I learned, when I got janked from my Mr. Rogers neighborhood, my brick house on this perfectly manicured lawn in Americus, Georgia, to a trailer in the back of a trailer park in Trenton, Florida. Seemed like the worst thing. I know it seemed like the worst thing to my dad, but you know what? I couldn't have gotten a greater gift than my dad had sent me to an Ivy League college. And that's good, because that wasn't going to happen anyway, because I am got street smarts, not book smarts. However, I did write a book about all of this, and I have just a few books left. You can, if I run out of books today, we can order them. I have just a few books left in my booth over here, and I have some of the towels with the characters I've been telling you about. I love you all so much. I love you so much, and so do the residents of Last Chance Trailer Park. But the lots are shady and the future is bright.